about wave analyzers. Students, are all of you visible the screen? Okay, students. So we have discussing about the harmonic distortion analyzer. So harmonic distortion analyzer is the one type of wave analyzer. So basically, what is the definition of wave analyzer? So an instrument which provides the waveform. In that waveform, different frequencies are there. We have to fix the single frequencies only and reject the all other frequencies. So that instrument is known as the wave analyzer. ఏ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ అయితే మనకి డిఫరెంట్ కాంబినేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్ లో ఓన్లీ సింగిల్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీని ఫిక్స్ చేసుకుని రిమైనింగ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్ ని అవాయిడ్ చేస్తుందో రిజెక్ట్ చేస్తుందో దట్ instrument is known as the wave analyzer. So one of the most important type of wave analyzer is a harmonic distortion wave analyzer. So this is the harmonic distortion analyzer topic. A distortion analyzer measures the total harmonic power present in the test wave rather than the distortion caused by each component. The simplest method is to suppress the fundamental frequency by means of a pass filter whose cutoff frequency is a little above the fundamental frequency. The types of harmonic distortion analyzers based on fundamental suppressions are as follows. So మనకి హార్మోనిక్ డిస్టార్షన్ అనలైజర్ అంటే ఏంటంటే an instrument is used to measure the distorted signal ని మెజర్ చేయడానికి in the distorted signal some harmonics are present. Harmonics means complete wave cycles. How many complete wave cycles are there? How many distortions are there? These analyzer can be measured. That instrument is known as the harmonic distortion. Based on the fundamental frequency distortion, the harmonic distortions are following type. These are the different types of the harmonic distortion analyzers. They are employing a resonance bridge, Wayne's bridge method, bridge T network method. Students, all of you see this slide. All of you quickly observe this slide. This is the resonance bridge method. This is the one type of the harmonic distortion analyzer. Harmonic distortion analyzer ante we have to recognize the distorted signal. In the distorted signal, some harmonics are present. That means how many complete cycles are available in the distorted signal. We have to measure it by the some instruments. Those instruments are known as the harmonic distortion analyzer. So based on the fundamental frequency suppression, we have following different types of harmonic distortion analyzers are there. They are the resonance bridge method. This is the first method. Students, this is the first method of the harmonic distortion analyzer. This method is known as the resonance bridge method. Hope all of you students please observe this diagram. This diagram consists of the some bridge circuit is there. So bridge circuit is four arms are there. In the midpoint of the bridge, one meter is there. That meter is known as the harmonic detector. So in this diagram, how to use the bridge? Bridge ni మనం ఎలా యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే it balancing the input frequency or fundamental frequency. Fundamental frequency ని balancing చేయడానికి we have to use this bridge. Initially, we have to given the some test wave. Test wave consists of the some fundamental frequencies. So by that frequency, we have to balancing the bridge. Finally, some harmonic distorted signal is observed at the end point. Students, this slide is explaining about this diagram. So this is the bridge shown in the above figure balanced for the fundamental frequency. In this diagram, bridge is shown. This is used to balancing the fundamental frequency. Fundamental frequency means if any instrument we have to apply some input signal. That input signal is known as the test wave. The signal consists of the some fundamental frequencies, some frequencies. So those frequencies known as the fundamental frequency. This fundamental frequency can be balanced by this bridge only. So this bridge is used to balancing the fundamental frequency. And second point is about the bridge is unbalanced for the harmonics. That is, only harmonic power will be available at the output terminal and can be measured. Regarding second point, we have to discussing. So if bridge is unbalanced, basically we have to given some test waveform. So definitely the bridge is balancing condition. If in which situations the bridge is unbalancing means if we have to apply more number of harmonics. Harmonic means it is the complete cycle. So both positive and negative half cycles combination is known as the complete cycle. This complete cycle named as the harmonic. If number of harmonics are given, so they are more than 10 harmonic signal is taken as the input. So this means it seems to if we are taking 15th harmonic signal is taken as input. So this means మనం 15th harmonics ఉన్న input signal ని తీసుకుంటే గనక so some in the input 15 complete cycles is there. So in those situation so the bridge is unbalancing. So more harmonics ఇస్తే గనక డెఫినెట్ గా బ్రిడ్జ్ ని అన్బ్యాలెన్స్ చేయడం ఇట్ ఈస్ డిఫికల్ట్ అండి. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక సైకిల్ ఇచ్చిన దానికి ఈజీగా అవుట్పుట్ ని మెజర్ చేయొచ్చు. 2 సైకిల్ ఇస్తే కొంచెం డిలే అవుతుంది బట్ ఇట్ కెన్ ఆల్సో మెజర్. 5 cycles also measure, but if directly we have to take in 15 cycles of the input, it is that means it takes some hardness to the bridge. So that process is known as the bridge is unbalancing condition. But in those unbalancing condition also we have to find the how many types of harmonics present in this input is also measured by this indicating meter only. So this indicating meter is the harmonic detector. So if a bridge is unbalancing condition, this harmonic detector measures the how many harmonics are present in this. So this is regarding second point. And about third point, if the fundamental frequency is changed, the bridge must be balanced again. So regarding third point, if fundamental frequency is changed, so that means if any instrument or any electronic component we have to given so many inputs, not fixed or single input. So initially we have to given some frequency range of input signal. So that is 15 hertz of signal we have to given. So after that we have eliminate the 15 hertz signal. Next, again, we have to give in 30 hedges of signal. After that, we have to give in 50 hedges of signal. After somewhat 100 hedges of signals, also we have to give an input of the particular circuit. So in those situations, every changes of inputs, the bridge is balancing. So even every fundamental frequency range of input signal, the bridge is balancing. So that is regarding third point. And about fourth point, when a continuous adjustment of the fundamental frequency is desired, a Wien bridge arrangement is used as shown in below. So if continuously we have to changing the fundamental frequency. So if more number of times we have to take in the continuous changing of frequency, we have to prefer the Wien bridge. So this is the resonance bridge. So if continuously we have to take in the fundamental frequencies, we have to choose in the Wayne's bridge. Okay, students, this is the Wayne's bridge method. And if you please observe the circuit, this circuit consists of number of resistances, capacitors, and transistors. Number of RC circuits are there. Initially, we have to take in the some input signal. That name is the test wave input. So those input signal consists of different combinations of frequency. Finally, in the wave analyzer, we have to select in the fixed ranges of frequencies only. But initially, we have to changing the continuously changing the fundamental frequencies. We have to balancing the bridge. So that condition only we have to prefer Wein's bridge method only. So at the output level, harmonic distortion output is there. So our goal is to achieve these three methods. We have to get in the harmonic distorted signals. This discussion is in this below slide. The bridge is balanced for the fundamental frequencies only. Yes. Second point is about the harmonic components reaches the output terminals. The harmonic distortion output can be measured with a meter. Students, so from this diagram, we have to discussing following points. The bridge is balanced for the fundamental frequencies only. And also second point is about the harmonic component reaches at the output terminal. And if you observe at the output terminal, harmonic distortion output is there. So this means the harmonic distortion signal can be observed at the output terminal. So how to observe this harmonic distorted signal? By using one meter, by observe this harmonic distorted signal. So for the bridge is balancing at a fundamental frequency. So if we can apply some test waveform, in which condition bridge is balancing, how to say? Following this equation only, the bridge is in the balancing condition. So C1 is equals to C2 is equals to common capacitor, and R1 is equals to R2 is equals to common resistor, and R3 is equals to 2R4. So this equation required to say the bridge is in the balancing condition. Students, are all of you understood my class? So if any doubts, please discuss in this class, please. So, okay, two methods for our next remaining method is named as the Bridge-T network method. Students, all of you see this diagram carefully. So, this method is known as the Bridge-T network method. So, the Bridge-T network method consists of the following diagram. In this diagram, one T-shaped network is there. So, that shape is in the form of T shape. So, in this T shape, some LC circuit is there, bypasses the some resistances. In this LC circuits, one inductor and two capacitors are there. So one resistor is bypassed in this circuit. So from this circuit, we have to apply the some test waveform. So finally, at the output level, we have to observe the harmonic distorted output. So this is the third method, students, regarding harmonic distortion analyzer. So by this circuit, we have to explain following points. So the L and C are the tuned to the fundamental frequency, and R is adjusted to bypass fundamental frequencies. So this means initially, initially in any instrument, we have to give in some input. So that input is named as, in this situation, is test wave. So initially we have to apply some waveform that is taken as the test wave. It is given to the bridge T network method. So the input waveform or test waveform has the some fundamental frequencies is there. So based on this fundamental frequencies, the LC circuit is tuning, and also R is bypassed based on those frequencies. So that is regarding first point, students. The L and C are the tuned to the fundamental frequencies. Fundamental frequency means initially we have to apply the some test waveform. That waveform consists of the some fundamental frequencies. So those frequencies can be tuned by the L and C circuits and also bypassed to the R circuit. Second point regarding the tank circuit being tuned to the fundamental frequency, the fundamental energy will circulate in the tank and bypass by the resistor. So in this, some L and C are there. Combination of these L and two C's, that circuit named as the tank circuit. By using fundamental frequency, this tank circuit can be tuned, and also R can be bypassed the tuned circuit. So based on the fundamental frequency, the LC or a tanked circuit can be tuned, and also R can be bypassed the fundamental frequency. So this is regarding second point, students. And the last point is about only harmonic components will reach the output terminal, and distorted output can be measured by the meter. This means at the output terminal only harmonic components can be reached. What is the meaning of harmonic? So many times we have discussed about this topic regarding harmonics. So a complete cycle is known as the one harmonic. So both positive half cycle, negative half cycles. So in the entire waveform, how many waveforms, complete waveforms, complete cycles are there? That count is known as the harmonic count. So these harmonics can be measured at the output, and also some distorted signal is also observed at this output by using the meter. This is regarding Bridgety network, students. So these, by using these three methods only, we have to find the harmonic distortion method. Once again, I have to give in the overview of this topic. So okay, students. So this is the harmonic distortion analyzer. Why we have to use a harmonic distortion analyzer means, if we have to use an instrument to measure the distorted harmonic signal, that instrument is known as the harmonic distortion analyzer. Based on the fundamental circuit, fundamental frequencies, suppression of the fundamental frequencies, we have categorized into three types. They are resonance bridge, Wayne's bridge method, and bridge T network method. This is the circuit belonging to resonance bridge. This is to balancing the fundamental frequency, and distorted harmonic signal can be measured at the harmonic detector. So many times the fundamental frequency can be changed. The bridge is balancing. In those conditions, we have to using the Wayne's bridge method. So in this method, the distorted and harmonic signal also can be measured at the output terminal. This is regarding Wayne's bridge method. This is the bridge T network method. In this method, some tank circuit is there. This tank circuit is known as the LC combination circuit. One resistor R is bypasses this tank circuit. Initially, we have to give in the some input. So that input is named as the test waveform. Test waveform consists of the some fundamental frequencies. These fundamental frequency can be tuned by this tank circuit, and also by R is bypasses this circuit also. Finally, distorted and harmonic signal can be found at the output, students. So this is regarding about the harmonic distortion analyzer. Okay, students, this is the last topic about second unit. So the topic name was the spectrum analyzer. Spectrum analyzer, the description is explained in these 3 points. In the first point, the instrument is used to display the signal in the frequency domain is called spectrum analyzer. So what is the basic definition of the spectrum analyzer? So spectrum analyzer means an instrument is used to display the signal in the frequency domain. సో ఒక సిగ్నల్ ని మనం సైనసోడల్ వేవ్ ఫామ్ లో చూపిస్తాం, స్క్వేర్ వేవ్ ఫామ్ లో చూపిస్తాం, ట్రయాంగులర్ వేవ్ ఫామ్ లో చూస్తాం, డిఫరెంట్ వర్షన్స్ లో చూపిస్తాం. బట్ ఇన్ దిస్ స్పెక్ట్రమ్ అనలైజర్ ద సిగ్నల్ కెన్ బి డిస్ప్లేడ్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డొమైన్ ఓన్లీ. ఒక సిగ్నల్ ని మనము ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డొమైన్ ఫార్మేట్ లో మాత్రమే చూపించగలిగితే దట్ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ ద స్పెక్ట్రమ్ అనలైజర్. And also the spectrum analyzer provides a calibrated view on its CRT with frequency on the horizontal axis and amplitude on the vertical axis. If a spectrum analyzer యొక్క waveform ని we have to show in the CRT, ఒక cathode ray tube లో చూపించగలిగితే గనక, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ in the CRO some phosphorus screen is there. If మనం CRT ని యూజ్ చేసుకుని స్పెక్ట్రమ్ అనలైజర్ యొక్క waveform ని చూపించగలిగితే గనక, so in that waveform as we like frequency on the horizontal line and amplitude is shown in the vertical line. So students, all of you understood this definition. So this means once again I have explained spectrum analyzer means an instrument which shows the waveform in frequency domain only. Frequency domain ని కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుని మాత్రమే ఒక వేవ్ ఫామ్ ని షో చేయగలిగితే గనక దట్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ ద స్పెక్ట్రమ్ అనలైజర్ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్. సో ఇఫ్ దిస్ కెన్ బి షోన్ యూజింగ్ సిఆర్టీని యూజ్ చేసుకుని ఈ స్పెక్ట్రమ్ అనలైజర్ వేవ్ ఫామ్ ని షోన్ చేసుకుంటే గనక ఇట్స్ సీన్స్ టు frequency in the horizontal axis and time period in the amplitude in the vertical axis. Imagine all of you students as a CRO. If any signal shows in the CRO, time period shows the horizontal axis and amplitude shows the vertical axis, same as like spectrum analyzer also. And regarding third point, the height represents the absolute magnitude and a horizontal location represents the frequencies. So how to find the amplitude of the particular signal on the CRT? So it's based on the vertical axis, how many blocks are there. So based on this blocks count, we have to find the amplitude. So same as how to calculate the frequency or time period based on the horizontal lines, we have to calculate those boxes by using, we have to calculate the frequencies. So this is named as spectrum analyzer instrument. So there some graphs are there. Parallel filter bank analyzer. So some input is given to that different filters, some outputs are required. So this is named as the parallel filter bank analyzer. So a few students show this diagram. simultaneous output to the CRT display. CRT display లో మనకి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ రైట్ సైడ్ ఒక గ్రాఫికల్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ ఉంది. ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ ప్లీజ్ అబ్జర్వ్ దిస్ డయాగ్రామ్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద సైమల్టేనియస్ అవుట్పుట్ టు ద సిఆర్టీ డిస్ప్లే. సో సిఆర్టీ డిస్ప్లేలో మనకి ఎక్కువగా వచ్చే అవుట్పుట్ ఇలా ఉంటుందండి. సో in this horizontal display represents the frequency, vertical represents the amplitude. So basic spectrum analyzer block diagram. Following students, all of you see this diagram carefully. So these are the blocks behind the basic spectrum analyzer. So the following blocks are there. So initially we have to taking the some input. This input is given to the mixer. This mixer also have the some we have to give in the voltage tuned oscillators. Why we have to give an voltage tuned? That voltage can be expressed by the spectrum analyzer signal in the vertical waveform and some frequency signal in the horizontal waveform. So that's why we have to give in the voltage tuned oscillator. So after this mixed signal can be given to the IF amplifier. So intermediate frequency amplifier. After that it is given to the detector and video amplifier. Detector detects the signal and it is given to the video amplifier. This is converted into the video of the signal. So finally this is given to the some spectrum. This spectrum shows them some signal as like. So signal also in the spectrum. Some sawtooth generator also given. So based on these blocks, we have to discussing following these points. So the sawtooth generator provides